Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Today we are doing a get ready with me with some new products. So I have some new stuff from Makeup Revolution from that new Joah beauty brand. It's like the K-beauty inspired brand that Kiss put out recently. It's available at CVS stores. And I have some new Wet n Wild stuff. Just some things that are not even really new, but just new to me. So I thought we could just kind of play and try these things on camera. So if you want to see me get ready, then just keep watching. Okay, so I went ahead and applied some tape and the Milani eyeshadow primer, and I'm really excited about this palette. This is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded palette in Visionary. So this is not on the Revolution Beauty USA website or Ulta, but it's on the London website that you can order from. I got this when I ordered the Emily Noel's palettes. And these purples were just speaking to me. There's a lot of browns in here too, but I love like this matte purple. Die over it, you guys. So we are going to play with this, and I think I kind of want to try like a cut crease today. I don't know why. I just been watching. Okay, so I've been watching Kelly Gooch a lot, which if you don't watch her, you need to. She's awesome. I'm going to start with this shade right here in the palette in my crease. And she does a lot of cut creases, and they always look so beautiful that it's been just kind of like inspiring me to try one. So that's what I think I'm going to do today. I think I'm just going to see if I can do it, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. So I'm really just kind of throwing this shade in the crease just to kind of get things going a little bit. These palettes are really, really nice, you guys. They're like $7. You can get some at Ulta, but you just can't get this one that I'm using. They're like $7, and they are a really, really good formula. Okay, next, I think I'm going to take this shade. It's kind of just like one darker than the one I used first, and put that in the crease as well. I'm just going to do one eye at a time, I think, today, because if this doesn't work out, then I'll only have to like take off one and not both eyes. So we're just going to do one eye at a time today. See if I can do a cut crease. Now I think I'm going to take this shade, which is like one up from the last one. It has a little bit more pink in it, and put that in the crease as well. Okay, now I feel like we got like a good base down. I'm going to go in with a purple, and I think I'm going to go in with this matte bright purple right here, like a smaller brush, and put that kind of on the outer corner and into the crease. I want this look to be like really purpley and really glam. Okay, that's really, really pretty. I think I'm going to take a little bit more of this shade right here though, and just kind of blend out the top a little. Kind of just pull all those colors up. Okay, now I'm going to get a concealer out of my drawer back here. And I just got the Catrice Liquid Camouflage. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. And I'm going to go ahead and try to cut this crease. Okay, you guys, we're going to see how this goes. So I'm taking my Real Techniques like concealer brush. I don't know if I'm going to cut the whole thing. I think I might just do the first, like the half or whatever. Okay, that was like a lot harder and took a lot more time than I thought it would, but that's okay. So now I'm going to go in with the sparkly pink shade in the palette. So this one right here. And we're going to put that right on top of that concealer. The Makeup Revolution shimmers, you really kind of have to like slowly build them up. They're not a bad formula, you know, they're just different. So we're going to put that down all over that concealer. All right, we're going to go back in with this bright purple shade right here and add more of that in to kind of cut it out a little bit and carve it more. Maybe that'll help. I don't know, we're just playing. Okay, I'm gonna take a darker shade now. Maybe that's something I need to kind of like really cut it out. That saying just kills me. And I'm gonna take this shade right here, this like really deep kind of maroonish purple. And I'm going to take it on the Insta Pot brush from Real Techniques, and I'm gonna take the small side and just really kind of start laying it down in there. Now I'm going to take the like flatter side of it and just sort of lay it down right there. Kind of blend it up a little bit. And then go back in with the matte, like brighter purple, kind of blend up. I don't know if that's a true cut crease, but I don't hate the way that it looks. You know? Oh. Here's what it looks like to me. And we're going to go back in with the very first shade we ever used in the palette and kind of just blend out the edges. Okay, I don't hate it. I feel like it looks kind of cool, right? I don't know. We're just playing. All right, guys, so considering this took me like 10 minutes to do, I'm going to do the other one off camera and then we'll be back after that. Okay, I did the other eye, put on some eyeliner and some falsies. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the skin. So I have this new foundation. This is from Joah Beauty. It's the Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation Drop. And I got the shade Natural Ivory. It's a little light for me, so I am going to mix it with my NYX Pro Foundation Mixer in Olive just to kind of deepen it up a little bit. And it's really thin. It's a really like watery kind of foundation. Let me shake it up a little bit to show you guys. So this is a new beauty brand at CVS, and it's like K-Beauty inspired, and the brand Kiss puts it out. I got this, I got a brow pencil, and I also got a lip color from them that I'm going to use. They have a ton of stuff, but I didn't get everything from the brand just because I didn't really need it. So I got the things I really wanted to try. So I pretty much just do like a full drop of foundation. As you guys can see, I mean, it's super liquidy. It's like running down my hand. So when I add this, it will kind of thicken it up a little bit, but it doesn't really change the coverage or anything, and it doesn't thicken it up as much as you would think because I don't use a ton of it. I just use like just a little dab will do ya. So I just kind of mix that up, and then I like to apply it with a brush. I use this one from Real Techniques. It's like really runny, obviously, so it kind of got everywhere when I was mixing it together. But I'm just going to take some on a brush, and it has like really, really good coverage. I just needed to get a darker shade, but it was kind of hard to tell in CVS. It's funny, I ran in to get, what did I run in to get? Oh my gosh, I don't even remember now. I don't even know if did I really even run in to get anything? No, what I was doing, oh, this is what I was doing. I had some time to kill. I was on my way to the little girls I babysit. I take them to dance class every week. And so I was on my way to their house and I had some time and there's a CVS right there and I thought, oh, I'll just stop in. Oh, I was going to get a Diet Coke. That's what I was going to do. But then I was just like walking around in the beauty and I found some new LA Girl stuff and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I was just like walking around, you know, looking, and I saw this display and I had not been able to find it. And I was like, oh, yay. And so, I mean, it wasn't the cheapest of products and none of it was on sale. So, and I didn't have any rewards or anything. If that would have been the case, I probably would have tried more from the brand, but I just wanted to get some things that I was like really interested in, and I actually was kind of in the need of a new eyebrow pencil anyway, because the one from Wet n Wild that I'm using right now is almost gone, so, and then I just, you know, I love to try foundation, so I got that, and then, you know, a lip color, obviously. But as you guys can see, this foundation has really good coverage. Like, you saw it cover all those blemishes. I wouldn't say it's full. I would definitely say it's a medium finish. I don't even think, yeah, it doesn't really say what type of coverage it is. It just says it's a natural finish. But I really do like these types of foundations because they're super thin, so they're not really heavy on the skin. They don't feel super heavy on the skin. So, getting a little bit in my hair there, but that's okay. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of corrector. This is the Catrice Wake Up Effect. I love this peach corrector. Just going to add some right here to my eyes where they are the darkest. Whoops. And then I'm going to go in with this new First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. This was sent to me through Octoly and First Aid Beauty, and I did get the shade 2. So it's got a flat kind of paddle like doe foot, and I have tried this once and I really liked it actually. It's not like super full coverage, which I don't mind for like an everyday basis. It is a pretty warm tone, so that's just something to kind of be aware of, but I like the way it feels on the skin. It kind of feels like a little gel based, you know? It doesn't feel super thick, which I like. So I'm just going to blend that out with a brush. And then to set that, I'm just going to take my Maybelline Fit Me powder. This isn't new, but I don't really have a new setting powder to use, so we're going to just use this one. And I really like how brightening this one is. Alrighty. Now to set the entire face, I'm going to use the L'Oreal True Match powder. I actually recently picked this up because I was out of face powders, which is crazy. And I did get the shade Neutral 3, Natural Buff. I think this is a little too dark for me, but with this light foundation, I think it all kind of evens out eventually. I mean, hopefully I don't look too splotchy and crazy, but we'll see. I don't know. I've been wearing it. No one's told me, so shame on those people. I tell my boyfriend all the time, I'm like, you are responsible for telling me when I have lipstick on my teeth. If you don't, we're going to have some issues. Because it's very important to me that you tell me so I don't go walking around like a doofus. So he does. He always tells me when I have lipstick on, or like, even like, it's so funny. We were at a concert a couple weeks ago, and it was like really humid outside, and it was an outdoor concert, and it was kind of rainy, and it was like after work. It was a Thursday night. I had been at work all day. I'm like, I don't care. And at that point I was like, whatever my makeup looks like, I do not care. And he was so sweet. He goes, babe, you're getting a little like broken up right around your nose, your makeup is. And I was like, thanks. And I like patted him. I was like, you don't have to tell me tonight, babe. Like, I don't care anymore. But he always tells me when my makeup is looking a little wonky. So guess it's a true man for you. All right, so the brow product doesn't have a spoolie with it because it has the pencil, and it's like an angle pencil. That's why I chose this one. But it also has a brow gel on the bottom, and I needed a new brow gel as well. So I thought, well, perfect. I'll just get this and see how it works. And I have really been liking this. So I'll just go ahead and I'll just do one brow on camera and not both because it'll take way too long. This is a pretty like dry pencil though, just beware. I did get the shade Taupe. Oh, and this is from Joah Beauty. I don't know if I said that already, but it's the Brow Down to Me Brow Gel and pencil. Little duo thing. They had a ton of different stuff. They had like a pencil that you could sharpen. They had an automatic pencil that was more like a brow wiz style. They had just a brow gel on its own, and then they had this little duo, which is like a slanted pencil, which I prefer, and a gel on the other side of it. So this brand had like everything though. They had eyeshadow palettes and face palettes and blushes and powders and a couple different kinds of foundations and concealers and lip colors and, you know, all of the things, even brushes, even some skincare stuff, but really was just good and got some things. So this is what the little brow gel looks like, and it is a tinted brow gel, just heads up. I feel like my brows look nice, right? This one does anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the other one off camera, and then we'll be back to do, like, finish the face and all the things. Okay, eyebrows are done. I'm going to go in with bronzer now, and this is one of the new limited edition ones from Wet n Wild, the Color Icon bronzers from the Fire and Ice Dragon collection or whatever. This is the shade Bronze Dynasty. It's the lightest one, and I think it is exclusive to Walgreens. And I didn't know it was going to be kind of like this light. It is a really warm tone bronzer, but it's a really nice formula. I hope they come back with these, or like they make them permanent, because they are quite nice. I really do enjoy the formula. But like, look, I'm already hitting pan. Like, and I've had this for a few days, maybe. No, not a few days. Maybe like a week or two. So, I mean, not long though. And I'm already hitting pan on it. That's pretty crazy. I do love bronzer, you guys. So I just really load it on there. I like to do that. A little bit on the nose. Brings me to life, but not like a blush does. So for blush, this is super fun. This again is on the Makeup Revolution website, and this is their blush compact in Opulence. So it's beautiful. You get 4 different blush shades and a highlight shade. What I really like to do sometimes is just kind of swirl them all together. That's what I do on like a work day, just to add a really nice like shimmery flush to the skin. But today, I think I'm going to concentrate my brush right here in this shade. And these are really pigmented, so I do like to tap them and then just use a really nice light hand. I feel like this kind of matches the pink that we used on the eyes a little bit. I think I just need to bring that cut crease up. I think that's my problem. I just put it a little too low. I'm like really loving this little blush thing though. I think it's just gorgeous. If you love a good pink blush, this is going to be your friend. I didn't see any more shades on the website, but I'll see if there are, and if there are, I'll link them down below with this one. Okay. Yay, so yummy. I am just gonna blend it out a little bit though. Look a little crazy. The thing is, with this foundation, it just gives me like dewy skin so fast. I just feel like even when I set it, like, I mean, well, those are doing whatever they do, but it's just like, it makes my skin so shiny so quickly, even when I powder. So that's something I'm kind of like, about. For highlight, I recently picked this up. This is the Catrice highlighting powder, and I got the one in Champagne Campaign. The reason I picked this up though is because I really want to do a top 10 under $10 highlighter video that I've done, like blushes, eyeshadow palettes, liquid lipsticks, lip glosses, you know, all the things. And I hadn't tried this one yet, but I've heard a lot of people like this, so that's why I picked this up. So if you have any recommendations for under $10 highlighters, like $10 or under, let me know down below in the comments. So maybe I can, if I don't have them, I can pick them up. I think I have like 8. But I need just a few more for that video. I heard this is kind of just like a natural highlight. Ooh, that's really pretty though. It's natural, but at the same time, you can definitely build that up. Do you guys see that? That's really, really pretty. I heard Jessica Braun talk about this, but she has dry skin, and she said she likes to use this just kind of all over her face, just as like a light setting powder to kind of just add some dewiness back in. Okay, now we are going to finish up the eyes and do the lips. So we are almost done, you guys. Okay, for the lower lash line, I think I'm just going to stick with the purple. I'm going to just make this a super fun look, and I'm going to go in with this bright purple, the matte. This shade, it's like my favorite out of the whole palette. I just think it's unique, you know? I don't have many palettes that have this really nice matte purple in them. And this palette did purples really, really well. Usually purples can be kind of hard to do. They usually are pretty patchy, especially matte purples. And I just feel like they did this one so well. I really do like the Revolution palette formula. I recently did a palette bingo with the Emily Noel The Wants palette, which was so much fun to film. So if you guys haven't checked that out, I will link it up in the cards for you guys, because it was just so much fun to film. And I really like doing palette bingo. So one of you commented that, like, if I could do a series, and I think that would be so much fun to do. Maybe like do them like 2 times a month or once a week. I don't know, whatever you guys are kind of feeling. I usually try to upload 3 times a week. So I feel like doing it once a week, that would be like every 2 videos, it would be a palette bingo, which I kind of feel like would be a lot, but I'm all for doing it a couple times a month just to see some different, really creative looks to do. I don't know, I just think it'd be fun. So then I think I'm going to take, I don't know what I want to do. Maybe just like this shade right here and buff that out a little. For the highlight shade, I'm going to take this super sparkly, like really shimmery white shade in the palette, and I'm going to place that on the brow bone. It's got like a little yellow shift to it. Do you guys see that? I don't know if it's picking it up on camera, but it's definitely got like a little yellowy gold shift in there. This eye look though, I'm obsessed. I love this palette. And honestly, you could do a lot of really like everyday looks with this palette too. You know, you get like some really just solid standard mattes that really there's only like these 2 bright shimmery purples, this purple and that pink, and everything else is pretty neutral. So I like that too, that I can kind of use this on an everyday basis without feeling like I even really have to even dig into the purples if I want to. Or I could do a purple and I could really pair it with a lot of good neutrals that I wouldn't even, you know, I wouldn't feel like I don't have to do all the purples like I did today on my eyeballs. But speaking of doing all the purples, I want to do a purple liner. So I have this from LA Girl. It's one of the gel glide-on liners or whatever in the shade. I think it's just called purple, right? Purple, Paradise Purple. Whatever. It's the purple pencil from LA Girl. Ooh, that's pretty. Alright, went ahead and threw on some lower lash mascara, and we are going to go ahead and just finish off this look with the lips. So I have this new Infinite Kiss Satin Liquid Lipstick from Joah Beauty in the shade Frenchy. It's a really pretty kind of purpley color. So I think this lip liner from CoverGirl, it's in the shade Mauvelous, will match perfectly. So we're just going to go ahead and line our lips and use that lip color. Alright, you guys, so this is the final look. I love this. I love how monochromatic it is with all the purples. This lip color Yes, it is my kind of color. It is that like purpley pink with a little bit of red in there. It is gorgeous. I'm obsessed. And it feels really nice. It's that satin lip. So it's like not super matte, but it's also not super glossy. It's a really just good like cream finish. But this eye look is speaking to me. I love purple. Wish I would have pulled the cut crease up a little bit, but hey, this is my first cut crease ever. So we were just playing, right? I just am obsessed. Foundation, I actually am not loving. I just feel like it just makes me dewy as like within an hour, not even an hour, within like 20 minutes. And I'm like, okay, no thanks. But I am obsessed with this look. Thank you guys so much for getting ready with me. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys here next time. Bye.